Hey everybody, I know I did a couple of videos today already, and I have some more actually that are on the private mode because I want to do some more editing to them. Unfortunately my camera's a M4P or something and my current editor does not support that file format. But I wanted to say a couple things about a movie that I just saw. I was looking at Netflix and just looking around, and there's this movie that keeps popping up on a lot of different sections that I scroll through, and it's called Timer. And basically, the whole story of the movie Timer is that people in the world today, it takes place in present day. Um, they once they hit puberty, they can um, opt into this program called the Timer program, and basically what it is a timer that is put into your wrist that counts down until the exact moment that you meet the person you're supposed to be with for the rest of your life. And some conflicts ensue because there's certain people who don't have timers, and then there's certain people who have timed out and they still haven't met their supposed one true. Um, and it just brought up a couple of things in my mind, because if I had seen this when I was younger, it would have put a lot of things uh, into question and also into perspective. Because people always say there's a ton of fish in the sea. And to any of my younger viewers out there, there are plenty of fish in the sea. And I felt urged to just send this message out to younger viewers. Um, Entering high school, middle school, or even in college, you never know. But something to remember is that in this time in life, it's a time where your feelings are your own, but sometimes they can be misled. And now that's not to say that the relationship that you may or may not be in is the right one or the wrong one. It's just to say, think about how long you expect yourself to live, and think about how many people there are in the world. And only you can be the judge of that. And you don't want to let any label, any timer, be the thing that tells you who your person is. If I had let someone or something tell me who my one is, I wouldn't be where I am right now. And I mean, the path that I've chosen in my life, I couldn't be happier about right now. Because through all the turmoil and through all the heartbreak of being a teenager, and you think you know more than you do, and looking back, it's like those feelings that I had were as true as they could be for the time, because I myself, I've accepted the fact that I guess you could call me a hopeless romantic. I mean, even if something looks on the outside like it would never work, in here I try and make it work. Even if it's not supposed to be. And even if I know that, I still have a tendency to try and make things work. But at a certain point, you just know that it can't be, and it just, it fades, it goes away. But I mean, the path that I've chosen in my life, everything has been different than the way that it is right now. And I think I'm old enough and experienced enough in my own right to know what I know. And I just wanted to throw that out there. There's no set in stone thing that's going to tell you when the time is right or who is right for you. It's all about how much you trust yourself, and it's all about what you feel inside. And I enjoyed the movie. It was a good movie. It was well written, and I applaud the writers. They did a good job. Actually, I thought I had something set in stone, and I thought I knew how it would end, and ironically it didn't end that way. You know, my presumption was played the same role as their timer did. You know, because not everything is set in stone. So just to recap, you know, to all my younger viewers, no matter what's going on in your life right now, you still have many, many, many years ahead of you. So if things look grim, if things look like they're not going to face another day, they will. I promise you that. There's going to be another day. There's going to be another minute and another time for you. So if it's not working out right now, don't worry about it. You have all the time in the world. And it's something that I didn't really take as a fact of life when I was younger, and I wish that I did, was that there's always tomorrow. You know, and you know, I know tomorrow is never guaranteed, but just know in your heart there's always tomorrow. It's not anything that's set in stone. So whatever it is that you're facing right now or you're in right now, it doesn't need to be that way. I mean, I've had abusive relationships where I was the one being abused, and it was a girl abusing me. So I mean, any guys out there, you know, I'm putting this out on the freaking internet, okay? Like, and it's embarrassing, but it's the truth. It's life. Sometimes stuff happens that you don't want to happen, but it does, and you gotta just take a step back and say, like, did that really just happen right now? And yeah, it did. And like I said, I never learned. I was so set in my thought process that I didn't want to face tomorrow. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. I wanted to live always in one moment, even when that moment was gone. And I never accepted tomorrow for what tomorrow would bring. And I remember the day that I accepted tomorrow. And since then, everything's been different. Everything has changed for me since then. So I just wanted to put that out there, you know. If something is going wrong in your life, whether it be a relationship, a romantic one, or a non-romantic relationship, if it's your friend, your roommate, your parents, your uncle, your family, whoever, your coworker, your boss, there's always tomorrow. You know, and what I learned most is that you don't need to try so hard. You just be yourself, and if that person doesn't like you for who you are, then you know what? Then they're not right for you. Because you don't need to change for anybody. No one should change for anybody. If who you are isn't who you think you should be, then that's up to you. But you shouldn't have to change for someone to love you. Because who knows? Who knows what tomorrow will bring? Just some food for thought. Thanks for watching.